one of the things I'm going to talk about in my workshop today is how yoga is a process of transformation. It's really a journey. Physically, absolutely, it can improve your body, but also mentally and spiritually. And what I began to find was that the mindfulness component of yoga was one of the only places that I could find some space between my thoughts, and I could begin to create more calm and feel more grounded again. Physically, there are actually practices that allow you to release where you're holding trauma and tension within your body. I wasn't aware at that time that when we have significant things impact us in our life, and it doesn't have to be as significant as, witnessing 9/11 and having PTSD from it. We all experience traumas on some level, and they don't just have an impact on our mind, they actually have a physical impact on our body. And so you could be carrying around years of tension and not even necessarily realizing it. And yoga is a great way to help you to have greater strength and balance and also release a lot of that tension. So today, as we learn more about yoga, I will not only show you the benefits and how you can live yoga in your life, but I'll also show you the practical application. Another great component of the yoga practice is that it allows you to live with greater intention. Anytime that I teach a class or I start a class, I suggest that my students begin with an intention, and I will name that for them for the day. But if you go to a class or if you want to practice at home, say with videos like this one, I really highly suggest that you do so with an intention, because as you begin to go into a practice where you start to notice your thoughts more, you can see very easily where you can apply that within your life. An example is, at one point I was teaching a class and I shared an intention of acceptance. And now acceptance is a pretty broad term, so it can mean different things for different people. And I had two students come up to me at the end of the class. One of them was actually dealing with a pretty significant health issue and sort of putting it to the side and not giving the attention to her own well-being that was mandated by the fact that she was sick. And part of her realization through that class and through aligning to an intention was a realization that an acceptance that she's not going to get better unless she does something about it. So how powerful is that? Another woman knew that she was having a huge strife with somebody who was really important to her in her life. And she realized in that moment on the mat, because she was able to go in, that she needed to accept what had happened between them and move towards forgiveness. So we're going to talk today about intention. Additionally, I'm going to talk to you about how yoga helps you to have greater resilience and less stress in your life, and ultimately how to live with increased alignment. So if this is your first time coming to the practice, there are a couple of the fundamentals that I think that you should start with. And if you're a seasoned practitioner, then here's a really great way to go deeper in your existing practice so that you can get even more out of the journey of yoga.